Hello, my name is Gabrielle Reeder, and this is my Construction 101 final. I picked the Tempietto, which was built in Rome in the 1500s. So, during this time, it was the Renaissance period, which took place between the 14th century through the 17th century. It is known as the Age of Enlightenment. During this time, the beliefs and culture were influenced by the previous Dark Ages, which were a time of war and the fall of ancient Rome. During the 14th century, the idea of humanism, which was the focus that man was the center of the universe, spread quickly. One of the beautiful architectural projects that was created during the middle of this time period was the Tempietto in Rome. The dome was commissioned by Spain and was created by Bartolome. The Tempietto was made to mark the position where said Saint Peter was crucified. The dome was influenced by religion and the ideas of humanism of the Renaissance period. It is believed that Bartolome got inspiration and learned from the mistakes from the Temple Fiesta in the early Christian tombs. The dome was created in two main parts, the cella and the peristyle. So the cella refers to the inner enclosed part, which you can see right there. And then the second part of the building is called a peristyle. So this is referring to the outside of the cella with the extended roof being held up with 16 columns. So for how they actually built the structure, there's not a lot online about false work or really anything they did, how they actually built it. But for the false work, if they used it, it was most likely wood scaffolding and wood centering for the dome, as steel scaffolding and centering were not really invented yet. The Romans transferred materials by sea mostly. Anytime they could, they used by sea because it was the quickest way. And if they couldn't be transferred by sea, then they used roads using horses and donkeys and mules. The structure was made of marble and granite. The forces on the structure were mostly compression and shear. If no building had been made today, a lot would have been different. Firstly, the materials would be different because of concrete, steel, and better access to metals now. However, since the dome is a religious building, it would most likely still be made of marble and granite because of the cultural aspect around it. Another big difference would be the false work. In modern ages, still scaffolding and centering would be used. To addition to that, safety standards and safety equipment have definitely changed since then because we have learned from our past mistakes. Transportation would be a lot different too because we no longer have to use horses for everything. We have trucks and planes and trains and powerful ships to transport materials. An example of the most modern building that is in similar style to the Tempietto is the Wisconsin Capitol building. So first off, it does not have the same purpose or the same cultural relevance. However, it is a dome building made of granite and marble that was originally built in the 1900s and was renovated back in 2002, making it one of the most modern buildings inspired by the Tempietto.